today I want to talk a little bit about one special topic, the front facing carrying. You see it a lot in Tokyo. A lot of people buying the Ergobaby Omni 360 because they can front face carry with that carrier in an ergonomic position. So today I want to explore if this carrying position is really good for your baby. At one point, a lot of babies show signs that they want to see the world. They turn around, they are not happy anymore with the common carrying position facing the carrier. My boy had that too. So because I had an usual carrier, I walked in a very weird way, some weeks maybe. It lasted only some weeks, not so long. So I turned to the side and walked sideways so he could see what I can see. Now as a baby wearing consultant, I have a different view on this topic. I learned in Germany, and there almost all baby wearing consultants say do not do it. In other countries it's not that strict, but I want to explore why do a lot of baby wearing consultants aren't happy with this position. First, the baby gives the sign. The baby wants to see more. So a lot of people follow that. It's not bad to do that actually. When the baby wants to see more, show it more. One problem with the usual forward-facing carrying position is that the baby can't turn away. So if it's too much, if it feels insecure with the situation, gets afraid in a situation, it can't turn away and bury its face into the chest of the caregiver. And that's also really almost the only point why baby wearing consultants say do not do it. There is one thing called overstimulation. So it's good to stimulate your baby. You need to stimulate your baby. But if it's too much, then the baby will not be happy. So usually we try to get the baby to see enough, but in a position that the baby can turn away. And I want to show you some of these positions later. But first, one more thing. It had a time where a lot of forward-facing carriers couldn't provide the ergonomic position, like the old baby Bjorn. There the legs hung down and didn't have the M shape. Why do we want to have the M shape? Because of the hip ripening. When the baby is born, the hips aren't fully developed, so they should be in a special position to have the best ripening effect. If your baby has if there is a possibility that it can get hip dysplasia, that's usually if it's already in your family. There's a high risk that your baby has it too. Then these hanging down legs could help causing the hip dysplasia. If you have it in the M shape, then these risks are minimized. So usually that's the best position for your baby. The new models have it, like the Ergobaby models. So this is not an issue anymore actually. But there's one more thing. Smaller babies have a slightly curved back. The older they grow, the more upright they get. So, but we do not want to have it in a position like this. So upright is okay, a little bit curved is okay, but not like this. And it can happen, depending on your body shape, that the baby is pressed in this position. For example, if you have very, very large breasts, then this can happen. Also, if your tummy is like that, then it can happen too. So you have to be careful about this. If your baby is in a normal upright position or a little bit bent forward, then it's okay. If you read the Ergobaby blog very carefully, maybe you have overcome on one special article. There, a specialist from Denmark, I think, have written about the different carrying positions and the child development, and he also wrote about the forward facing position. I think this article is very, very interesting and you should read it. Since it was published on the official Ergobaby blog, I think that Ergobaby is respecting this person and his opinion. There he says that to reduce the risk of overstimulation, you should carry your baby not too long in the forward facing position, like 15 to 20 minutes only. Of course, what's also written everywhere, do not do this when your baby is sleeping or there's a risk of your baby falling asleep. Because if it falls asleep, the chest will sink to the chin will sink to the chest, and it will not have free airways anymore. Yeah, and you don't want your baby die because it can't breathe. Then he says, only do it in well-known surroundings. Well-known surroundings for your baby, like in the house, around the house. If you're not living in a very lively area, you can also do it on the way to daycare and back. What you should avoid are carrying it in crowds. Like if you're heading in the center of Tokyo when a lot of people are around, like the normal Asakusa, or in Ueno, the how's it called? Ameyokocho. Do not front carry in these places with many, many people and much stimulation. That's actually all he says, and I think it's doable. Let's try to carry our babies in other situations with a lot of people on the back or on the hip. I will do some short videos to introduce these carrying options to you. I won't do instruction videos inside of this video because it would get too long and too boring. If you have any more questions, you can contact me anytime. I will happy to help you.